Brandy Broke gave birth to 23 babies. Jesus Christ. Hi guys, I'm Marticore, and you responded pretty positively to the previous episode of Reddit. I see I already have a message. And I have more points somehow. Okay then. Oh yeah, I got followers. So today we'll look at new posts too. But since I recorded the last video yesterday, there might not be that many of them. So I was also thinking about searching for certain things. So let's go. Sims 2 starter kit? Oh, essential mods. Well, I made 2 videos on that, kinda. Mods that fix things that are actually broken in the game, and mods for little annoyances that just aren't really made properly, I guess, and they can be just a pain in the ass, basically. What did you do with Brandy in your game? Obviously, she has to be with Darren Dreamer. This is the ultimate one true pairing. Oh yeah, Rio case. I always wanted to use the realistic sickness mod, so I downloaded it. The first and only case where was Mary Sue that came from work and got a cold. She came home exhausted, so I put her to sleep. A few hours later, I saw her icon disappear, and I go downstairs to find her grave next to the bed. Yes, this is exactly what happened with Rio. He didn't really come home exhausted or anything, but it was also that I noticed that he was gone, and I didn't even see... This is a huge spoiler to the Genesis series, by the way, but it was a while ago. Yeah, also the urn was just there, and I didn't see the whole animation of him dying. It happened really fast. I dislike how light the diseases are in the vanilla game, but this is too much, blah blah blah. This is a glitch in the game and you need to some kind of mod like the disease mod to fix it, because Sims are not supposed to die from a cold. If it develops into pneumonia, then sure, it's lethal. It can be. But cold shouldn't be that dangerous, cold itself, so the game just has a broken code where instead of giving the sim pneumonia, it never gives them pneumonia, it just immediately kills them. So I already talked about it in the video that I just mentioned about the mods that fix the game in many aspects, and yeah, this is one of those mods. Because even if you don't have realistic sickness mod, if you really don't take care of your sim, they can die of a cold and they will never get the pneumonia that is supposed to happen. I learned that the hard way. I am always kind of astonished by questions about that someone wants to buy a computer and they are asking for good specs to play The Sims 2. Even for the Ultimate Collection, the only thing you need is a few fixes for the game, really, especially on Windows 10, because if you really want to have a computer that will fully support The Sims 2 without any fixes, then you would have to get a very old PC with the specs that the game recognizes and stuff like that. So if you just want to buy a computer for The Sims 2, you can buy anything pretty much. You can even buy a laptop that has only the integrated graphics card and you'll be fine. This game is really not that heavy. The only problem with The Sims 2 is that newer computers are just too new for it, so you have to kind of adjust a few things for the game to work properly. Technically, the easiest way is to get Windows 7, but it's not supported anymore, so I wouldn't really recommend that. Even I changed to Windows 10 in July last year, so that says something. I was a huge fan of Windows 7, especially that The Sims 2 was working on it properly, but I don't really have that many problems with the game, so I could even say that I have none. So it's really not a matter of your specs, it's a matter of just any computer that you buy in 2022, right? That is relatively new. Okay, this is cool. The famous picture of Mortimer and Bella from The Sims 4 made into Sims 2. Obviously it has some custom content conversions from The Sims 4, but it's still a pretty cool creation. I immediately knew this was Malcolm's kid. This is just... Oh yeah, I've seen that. that when your sim gives birth, the babies never end. Brandy Broke gave birth to 23 babies, Jesus Christ. It doesn't even respect the limit. I think you don't actually have to have mods to be able to have more than 8 sims in the household, because it spirals so much that like the game doesn't care about limits. It will just like generate 20 babies for you. Sure, why not? So I've caught up. So let's try to search for something. I want to search for firstborn, because I wonder if people post about the firstborn syndrome. What the hell are you saying? Titania is giving birth to her second child, and I already went into CAS and rolled the dice to prevent firstborn syndrome a few hours ago. She gave birth to light-skinned boy, but I wanted a girl, so I quit to the hood without saving. Second time, another light-skinned boy, I quit again. Third time, another boy, but dark-skinned this time. How is this possible? I thought by rolling the dice I had already decided on the appearance of the baby. No, you hadn't. The appearance of the baby, along with the gender, is decided at birth. Of course, there is the sequence syndrome, but every time you quit the family and repeat the labor, you get different results. That's how it works. Rolling the dice in CAS does the same thing as quitting after giving birth without saving so that you can repeat the labor. It's the same thing. Do I need to fix the pregnancies by re-rolling the pacifier if using a clean template hood? Yes. I love these questions. OMG, why does this keep happening? What do you mean? My game suffers from serious firstborn syndrome and it's frustrating me so much. I've tried everything, but no matter what, my babies come out as clones of one another, which really makes the second generation boring as F. I've tried rolling the pacifier and I've installed Lazy Duchess mod, but it's still not working. How do I know if a mod is running after I have downloaded it? I'm so sad and frustrated and I blah blah blah. They all have the same personalities, so definitely clones. So this is, I don't know. She is definitely doing something wrong. I don't know what. Lazy Duchess thing is not technically a mod, it's a new launcher of the game. So maybe she just didn't install it properly, she's not using it properly, but she also said that she's rolling the pacifier. I mean, you know, there's the sequence, so maybe somehow she got unlucky and just rolled the pacifier the same number of times each time, and that's why she's still getting not the firstborn syndrome, but like some number born syndrome, you know, because it's not only the firstborn, as I said in my genetics video and the firstborn syndrome video and all that stuff. Actually, only the firstborn syndrome video, I think. But anyway, it's not only the firstborn, it can also be the third baby, but if you roll the pacifier the same number of times each time, you still get clone babies, because there's a sequence that the game just remembers and it never re-rolls naturally. So you always get the same sequence of results from one pair of parents. So it might have just been bad luck. Maybe let's try genetics, because those are my favorite questions. Gotta love that Sims 2 genetics, but I don't think we can actually see anything on this picture. Do you mean that the kid is blonde when the parents have black hair? Is that the thing? It's just recessive genes, but sure. I mean, it does look strange, I guess. I don't like alien genetics, how dare you? No, but really you can get the multiple pollination technician mod, although remember that once you have it, you can't take it out, because it will break your game if you do it. So you need to be really sure that you want to have it, which is why I don't use it. Genetics and the cast not working. Well, yeah, that does look weird. This is just the second face template here. It definitely looks as if the result is just always like a blank face, and also the skin tone is not right. This is really strange. I don't really have the answer to that. I have no idea what happened here. Maybe they do though. Check the installation files for the base game for face info file. Oh, okay. Apparently there's some thread on Mod The Sims on this too. I've never seen this before. Nothing is missing, apparently. Sliders don't work either. As if the game was possessed by the broken face syndrome. Yeah, that kind of makes me think of the broken face template. I mean, yeah, some pre-made sims don't have the DNA data, especially in Strange Town, but these are sims from the bin. This is the sim that I used to make Olva Hershey. I can't remember her full name. Definitely her first name is Olva in the Genesee gameplay. And this is the guy in the cowboy hat. Like, how do you not know this guy from the cast bin? Like, he's the first, I think, on the list with male adults. So I don't think this is possible that they would have no DNA data when they are just in the cast bin. And what are the odds that you actually get 2 sims that don't have the DNA data? Like, no, something is very broken here. If you guys know what it's about because there's no solution here in this thread, let me know because I'm curious. I am a curious person. Oh, what? Someone made Ariana Grande to have babies with Phineas? Is that how you say this name? Phineas Furley from Academy Latour. I mean, usually sims made by players are not compatible with the pre-made faces. Oh yeah, that definitely looks like some disproportions. Oh man. Ariana has, like, the sim version of Ariana definitely has her nose very high. Because Phineas actually has... oh Jesus. This is great. These are just classic disproportions. Like, Ariana's face is just set up really high and Phineas's face is just like standard Sims 2 face. He kind of looks like Alexander Goth. So yeah, this will definitely happen if you do that. So just have in mind that this happens and try to make Sims, especially if you wanna find them a significant other amongst pre-made Sims, then just think about the proportions of your Sim's face. Maybe try to mix them with some random Sims in CAS, you know, and see what the results are, because it can end up being really crazy looking. How the hell do you get a baby with this face? Oh no, okay, it's a normal baby. Like, it just has some alien features and some human features and that's it. The nose and the lips are from an alien, and pretty much the rest is human, I think. Although I would maybe wonder about the jaw, but it just might be a matter of an angle. But yeah. At first I thought this was some kind of weird baby face template. I did make a mistake in one of my videos about aliens, and yeah, the game has 2 templates for babies. The standard template is the human template, which is connected to all the 27 human templates available in the game. And there's the alien template, and they can mix together so that you can see on the baby that it has alien features already. Or that it doesn't. Okay, I am looking for hot now, and they literally thought of everything. This is from the Pets Prima guide, probably. Though it may seem like a good way to quickly build up a relationship with a stray, don't fence it on the lot. If a stray is unable to leave a lot, its daily relationship toward every sim and pet on the lot drops by -2 every time it attempts to depart. Huh. Interesting. There was also another thing about pets remembering their bowl or something like that, and like having a stronger relationship with the sim that usually feeds them, and that if the bowl is empty, then the pet will, you know, like when they do those interactions of asking for food, they would usually go to the sim that feeds them the most. which I had no idea was supposed to happen, and I'm not sure, I can't find it right now, but I'm not sure if this actually happens. Like, it's hard to evaluate if it does, because you would have to observe the game very thoroughly. But I wouldn't be surprised if it actually didn't work like that, because there are some mechanics that they claim that are in the game, but they are actually broken. Either the patches broke the code, or it was just always broken somehow, like some line in the code was just not right and it wasn't working properly. Like, for example, Sims are supposed to actually remember their beds, but they never do because it's not coded properly. So it's good to have a mod for that if it's annoying, like the smart beds mod, for example. And yeah, so I don't know, like maybe it does work. I could try to maybe observe it a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. So this is it. This is such an easy video to make. I feel like an imposter. But I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day and beware of Sims 2 genetics. Avoid the firstborn syndrome if you can. And feed your pets. As always, thank you very much for watching, subscribing, and stuff like the video. And see you in the next one. Bye!